Neil, come on up.
Somebody watch the clock, because I've got a lot to say and so little time. And, Martina McBride, she likes to say that she's little but loud, but I'm big and loud. So I hope this mic doesn't blow your ears out here. Let me see if I can do something with this. Can you hear me? Okay? No,
Yeah.
Is it all right back here?
Yeah.
Okay. I first want to thank the Texas Patriots PAC for giving me the opportunity to speak at your membership this evening. I have this very little time, so I'll concentrate on major issues facing our nation and where I think there's common ground between us. I'm a fiscal conservative that left the Republican Party after 25 years, or should I say, the party left me, when they put this nation on a path of fiscal irresponsibility, with 2 unfunded wars, ill-advised tax cuts, and a financial crisis in 2008 that has shaken this nation to its core. I decided to run for office in 2011 after I watched in dismay a debt ceiling impasse which caused an American soldier serving in the field to have to ask his commander if he would be paid. In the field, the rest of the world saw that debacle. That fiasco trimmed $1 trillion from our stock markets. Sovereign government said, can any nation say that they will go and default on their debt? I could never tax you as much as what that cost us. The U.S. stock market, we lowered our credit rating with that, and the U.S. economy was set back years in any attempt of recovery. Now, I have studied the Tea Party's platform. I applaud your grassroots organizational skills in getting candidates elected. It's a wonderful thing. I also believe I understand the strengths and weaknesses of the group. I've spent time. Anything that I do, I want to know facts, and I want to know not sound bites, but issues that can change this nation for the better. So I believe your strengths. Fiscal responsibility. Thank you for trying this effort for this nation. Constitutional freedoms, the power of free markets, and limited government. Now, along with that, I have to tell you that there's some troubling weaknesses. The first one is the understanding of macroeconomics and business cycles. A belief that the federal government can be run like state and local governments. It can't. It never will be able to. It has a different agenda than state and local governments, which can have balanced budget amendments. The federal government must take into consideration wars, natural disasters, and the ebb and flow of our cycles of business. That in itself is an hour discussion, but I think everyone in this room would love to hear it, because it might change your thought process when it comes to that. And I have a perceived notion from what I have studied on special interest and big money, which is the worst for me. I have no platform for special interest in this country. It is causing our debacle and polarization of this nation, and it must come to an end. I also believe your platform, and I hate to say it, but it has a lack of compassion and empathy for those less fortunate or gifted in our society. And I find this a strange paradox with the Christian principles your PAC also endorses. I hope, if we had time for questions, I could elaborate a bit more in that area. But please let me tell you where I think my platform meshes with yours. I have a viable plan to balance the federal budget without putting undue burden on any one taxpayer class. Please go to my website, neilburnsforcongress.com. It spells it out in umpteen detail, so that this isn't a soundbite, but it's a way that this can be done. I believe in complete transparency in government, its actions and its laws, and I support a bill called the Freedom Act. Fair representation in every election, democracy over money. And one of its main tenets would be that there would be a bipartisan panel with no power, but it would literally report on any congressman or senator and the lobbyists he's working with to get a bill passed. How much it costs, who's sponsoring it, and what the pluses and minuses are. This is something we could do procedurally in Congress, and it will stop the special interest in the money that's running our government as we speak. In conclusion, I want to say that if you take anything from this small presentation, I'm running to restore ethics in Washington. And this means I will not make pledges to any special interest group, and I will represent all the voters of District 8. I appreciate your time. I'd love to introduce my wife. She was going to introduce me and my background of 30 years in financial management. I didn't have the time to do it. But my wonderful wife is my best endorser, and I wish she was.
Thank you very much. And you are welcome back for a short time. Every single week we do this until we make a statement about the race, and then our candidate spotlight is closed. That's our rule. And we're going to keep that for every election going on forward. So we're glad to have you.